Good morning. I'm redoing the intro for my TW200 tire replacement. I lost the first one. I accidentally deleted it, so that's gone. And we're going to take her out for a little ride today. But just to let you know what I did, I got the rear rim from Bradley Performance. That installed pretty easily. And I got the front tire as a Pirelli MT21 in 140 by 18. And the rear tire is a, what is it, GBC Mongrel. Said on the ad that it was DOT, so that's why I bought it. Anyway, we ran into our first issue. Pulled the rim out of the box, and as you can see, some FedEx guy or somebody dropped it along the way on the corner. I don't think it's critical. I'm going to see if I can bang it back, but you know, just to let you know, this is the kind of stuff that happens with any kind of shipping. So I'll leave it at that. Okay, chain is off. Should be able to pull the axle and pull the wheel out of here. Maybe. Okay, axle's out. I've already disconnected the brake lever, so don't forget to do that. Now I just got to keep track of, okay, that's got to stay there, but okay, there we go. Keep track of where the spacers are. There's one on this side, a pad left on it. I rarely use it, to tell you the truth, only when I'm on dirt and I want to skid. And the spacer is for this side. Are they equal? Nope. Something fell out. Something fell out. Oh, this is my the brake lever bearing. The brake drum looks okay. Let's see. Put that up here. That inside of here. Now I'm getting dirty. This thing still has the original chain on it. I'll probably be replacing that this winter. It is starting to stretch a little bit. So let's see. Did you see the drum? Don't look too bad. Bearing actually spins reasonably good on that side. Yeah, not bad. Now, I want to use this sprocket. This is a 47 tooth sprocket. I've got a 45 and I got the stock 50. And none of them look like they're bending over. I'm going to compare the diameter of the tires. If that other tire is very much smaller than this one, I think it's at least a ½ inch smaller, I may just go to the 45 just to keep but this may be perfect too, because with the 47 it's okay for the road, but on the trail I wish the gearing was a little bit lower. So maybe if that tire's a little bit smaller, it's going to lower my gearing a little bit, and that may give me the effect I want without having to change. The one thing I didn't buy was the bend over washers that lock the sprocket nuts in place. I guess I will retry these, or I may just buy some replacement bolts with some nylock washers and hope they hold, and keep an eye on it and see if they loosen up. I think they should hold if they're nylock, or I can use thread. Okay, now from the video I watched, they say you have to take this bracket off. So they used a cut-off tool on the video. I'm going to go a little more medieval than that. Would stick it. There. Oh, that's good. There you go. Got the rear tire mounted. I decided not to show you guys the struggle, but as you see, it did round up pretty good. So I think it's gonna, for a ATV tire, I think it's gonna work okay on the TW. The side knobs don't stick out further than the rim, so hopefully it'll clear the chain. But now let's get a measurement on it. Just offhand, well, it's about 25. And the original tire on the bike is about 25.5, so I think it's going to be a pretty good match. I was wondering if I was going to want to change the gearing, but I guess we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it where it is. So next, we're going to work on getting this thing mounted, and maybe take it around the block, and then we'll work on the front tire. And that's pretty interesting. I'm wondering how much these things are going to be humming down the road, but I can pretty much guarantee traction in the dirt is going to be much better. Yeah, I may sacrifice a little road manners, but the bike barely does 60, 65 anyways, so really, what's that matter? It's not like I'm going to be cornering it so fast, but yeah, looks pretty good. So we'll get back to you when we get mounting it on the bike. Okay, here we go. All the way around to the tape again. Yeah, right here, I got 81 inches. This one here, which by the way is a bit heavier, is all the way around to right here. Well, just about 81 inches. So it's about the same circumference. Let's measure the width. I would say this is pretty much exactly 8. As you can see, the tread's pretty cool, and it rounded out nice. I was a little worried when I got it. This tire, without airing it, was pretty flat across the profile, but I think that'll lean fine. we got it mounted. Wasn't really too bad. Just had to switch my spacers over. One thing I did that I would recommend everybody do is when you bolt the brake drum on, to leave it loose. Then when you put your wheel on and get your brake backing plate in there, what I did is I tightened my brake all the way up so that it was tight on the drum to center it, and then I turned the wheel one space at a time and cranked the nuts tight. That way I'm pretty sure she's centered. I've adjusted the brake. That's what she looks like from the back. I have not put the chain guard on yet. We're going to take it out for a little test ride. I know I have to cut a piece out of the chain guard in order for it to clear the side of the tire. But as long as, you know, oh, and I reused my washers. They're pretty beat up, but I think so I've got my chain adjusted. Turns okay. I don't know, maybe I cranked down the wheel a little bit too much. It should spin easier than that, I would think. I mean, it ain't too bad, but I might even loosen up the axle just a little bit, because I did crank it with a wrench. So next time you see me, I'll have it off the jack and put my helmet on, and we'll go take it out for a ride and see how she does. Well, we got the new back tire on. Looks pretty cool. We're going to take it out for a ride and see how she goes. There's the old tire. We're all set. Got brakes. Back brake's pretty tight. Might want to try loosening that a little bit. Okay, back brake works. Oh, can't go that way. Whew. This cold air sure is nice. So far it feels the same. It almost feels like the back end is a little higher. That's one thing about these bikes. Everybody looks at them. I imagine, especially now that that back tire is even bigger. But she feels okay. Obviously, the tire is very green. I'm not going to try laying it in any corners or anything. Oh, come on, buddy. Jesus Christ. There's fifth gear, even with the high. Well, I do feel a little bit now. She don't lean over into a corner quite as easily. Hopefully we're going to find a little dirt up here that we're going to see how she goes. Pretty good. I think there's a trail. Oh, right there it is. We'll try the easy way first. Well, what is the easy way? Well, second gear. Climbed right up it. Well, here's one of our solar farms. The answer to our future. And this is all sand. Still got the Deathwing front tire on it. So, this is very silty sand. Yeah, seems to handle pretty good. Well, that was my dirt test of the 12-inch back tires for street bike tires, you know. I was able to get it on by myself using the bead breaker and a tire iron without too much trouble. It took me probably about 45 minutes maybe. A little soapy water. Popped it right on. It popped right on the bead right at 20 psi, so I did not need to overpressurize it to get it to mount. I didn't even need to put a ratchet strap or anything around the center of the tire. It pressed right up against the bead enough just for my little 20-gallon air compressor to get it to seat and hold air and bead up. So all in all, I'm reasonably happy. Anyway, that'll be it for this video. Hope I'll catch you next time.